Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we have a lot of things that happened. So obviously earlier in the video we talked about mistakes, Shadowburn, and Fact Fiction all getting cut by their teams. But now it comes to the team that obviously we were expecting to make many cuts. The Shanghai Dragons went 0-40 in the first season of the Overwatch League. The only team that was all Chinese speaking, and I believe the only team that had Chinese players in general in the league, struggled. They were 0-40. They were just really bad, along with the Florida Mayhem. Both those teams struggled really bad. Florida's most of their wins came against Shanghai. But Shanghai, going 0-40, losing to every team, no matter how much a team was struggling. Even Dallas Fuel, who struggled for 3 stages, couldn't get a win from, or they couldn't get a win from Dallas Fuel, who struggled for 3 stages. So they, during the middle of the season, obviously, as I'm sure most of you know, added 4 Korean players in. And they, I just called the moth, look at me out here, dab. But they added in 4 Korean players, you know, expecting that they would come in and really help boost the team, maybe get a win or 2. It didn't even help. So they got rid of Altering, Free Feel, 5 King, Roshan, Zushu, Otto, Sky, and Damon. The only player that they kept, D.Va, Fearless, and Gaguri. So I believe Fearless is Korean, and Gaguri I know is Korean. And D.Va was on the team in the beginning. He was really good DPS. Not really good, but he was a decent DPS for them. I know he is a Chinese player. But Altering, Free Feel, 5 King, Roshan, Zaosho, I don't know how to say this. Otto, not Otto actually, but Sky. Those are all the Chinese players, and then Otto and Damon are both the Korean players. So there's also talk about Seoul Dynasty being interested in Otto. I don't really know. I did just see an article randomly saying Shanghai, or not an article, I think it might have just been a tweet saying that they were interested in getting him. So Shanghai Dragons, they are going to have some issues here with their team. They only have 3 players. You have to have 8 under contract by December 1st. So they only have 3. Now the question is, what direction are they going? Oh, they also got rid of their coaches. That's the thing. Kong and N8, I don't know, is N-A-I-8. So it's N8, I don't know. By the way, they got rid of their coaches as well, so they only have 3 players. So my question is, what's the direction they're going? Somebody commented that they were taking the team in the direction of going all Korean, which would be interesting. Obviously, they have D.Va, who's not. So if they went for the rest of their players being Korean, only had 1 Chinese-speaking player, they went for Korean coaches, that could be an interesting direction to take the team. If their plan, though, is to get more Chinese players, we don't really know what Guangzhou's plan is when they become a team officially in just a couple days for free agency. We're not sure anything really about the team, but is their plan to go get all Chinese players, and is Shanghai Dragons' plan to keep all Chinese players as well? Because that becomes a thing, then Shanghai will have a problem. So we'll see if Shanghai goes for more of a Korean team, which I think's the better route to go. The teams that are all Korean teams have done pretty well in the Overwatch League. 2 of them made the playoffs. 1 of them won the championship. 1 of them had the best record all season, and 1 of them was there. But that's not really the point. The point is that it'll be interesting to see what direction they take the team. Are they going to go for more Chinese players, more Korean players, or are they just going to go and get players that speak a million different languages and be like Philadelphia Fusion? Who knows? There's a couple good free agent players like we talked about. Fact Fiction's there. Mistakes is there. Shadowburn's there. So the question is, though, I don't remember what Fearless plays as his role. I know Gary plays off-tank, D is DPS. I don't remember what Fearless is. But yeah, it depends on what they want to do. If they want to go for just... If you can speak and control the game, you can play on our team. Or are they going for a Korean Chinese thing again? The question is, though, for the team, really, what is their direction to take it once they decide, you know? Once they decide, that's stupid. Well, once they decide, they got to really decide on languages and how that's going to work. Because that is an issue for a lot of teams. Obviously, Shanghai, before they added in the Korean players, could all speak Chinese. Seoul Dynasty, London Spitfire, Excelsior, all speak Korean. And I believe a lot of the teams from America, a decent amount of them have a lot of English-speaking players with a couple Korean players. So it's very interesting to see how that works. I'm not really sure in a team base with different languages when you're preparing how, and I mean, I know it's difficult, but I don't really know, like, necessarily down to what words they need to know. You know what I mean? Like, so you just need to know the characters and, like, some of the key words, like somebody's low on health, or, like, somebody needs healing, or something like that. And that was a thing, obviously, Gaguri said in one of her matches that she needed healing, because everybody needs healing at some point in the match. She said that she needed healing, but she got the things mixed up in Chinese, speaking it, and she was swearing at the players, and everybody's like, what's happening? So, something like that for the team, something to work on and figure out. Are they going all Korean, or mostly Korean, or are they going mostly Chinese? Because right now, it's one Chinese player and two Korean players. So, if you go all Korean players, you have one player who has to be able to communicate in Korean. Or if you go all Chinese, you have two players that will be able to communicate in Chinese. And then obviously getting coaches that accommodate the languages of the majority of your players, I think, is the beneficial thing. But there's a lot of shakeup happening here in the Overwatch League. And it's very fun to just talk about it all and see where things go. So, Shanghai Dragons release 8 of their players and only have 3 remaining. Free agency begins for all teams on October 8th. So, yeah, expansion teams got 1 month to sign anybody they want. And then all current teams can assign players. So that might push Shanghai at more of a disadvantage because Guangzhou has the advantage over that if they do go for Chinese players. But we'll see. We'll see what direction they go. So, with that, thank you guys for watching. There'll be more news throughout the week with the Overwatch League because it's getting about that time. A lot of teams got to make some cuts. I'll see you guys in the next one.